Hi, I'm Hannah Bingham. I go to Edmond Memorial High School. This is my second year at Newsroom 101, and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, my name is Kyle Hill. I go to Newsroom 101. This is my first year here, and that's all.
My name is Shane Magnus. I'm a homeschooled junior, and this is my first year of Newsroom 101.
My name is Joy James. I'm homeschooled, a junior. This is my third year of Newsroom 101.
So, I'd have to say my favorite thing about Newsroom 101 is probably just the opportunity to learn about journalism in not exactly a classroom environment, but a really interesting environment. And I don't know that I necessarily want to be a journalist, but whatever I do, I think it will probably help.
I really am interested in the, news media career, and I don't necessarily know what I want to do with my life, but I feel that Newsroom 101 will be a tool to help me decide what to do with my life. And I'm very interested in engineering and stuff as well, but I understand that literature and more advanced learning is part of any sort of advanced technology.
Well, this is my first year of Newsroom 101, but I think I'd probably want to be some kind of sports broadcaster once I get out of college, maybe a play-by-play guy on TV or radio. And so this was been my real first experience into any kind of journalism and media. So it's really been a good help for me in deciding what I'm going to do.
I like it that you get help from the pros. I mean, it's from a real newspaper. It's not like from a high school newspaper at your school, but they'll help you in whatever way possible, get you interviews. So yeah.
Definitely some of the challenges of Newsroom 101 are learning to work on a deadline, I think, and learning to either take your pictures or assign it to the photographer and make sure that they know what you need to work with your article, and really just working on the articles and things like that, because you have more time to work on it than, say, at a daily paper. You have to get it to a higher standard than you would.
I agree with Hannah on the fact that it really teaches you how to work better and achieve more than you normally would, and how that'll help you in life. Because once you have a job or somewhere paying, you can't just say, oh, I forgot to do this or whatever, or I missed a deadline. That doesn't work in the real life. If you do that in real life, you'll probably get fired from your job or whatever, or your newspaper if you miss a deadline, something like that. And it just really teaches you good life skills.
One of the challenges for me, I'm not one who likes to talk on the phone a lot, so calling people for interviews, that made me kind of step up to the plate on that one and be more open to people I don't know.
Gotta have phone skills.
Yeah.
I guess, being assertive in interviews.
Yeah.
Because if you just say, oh, yeah, can I have an interview, and you only say it once and you're not going to bother to, call them back over and over, they're not going to give it to you, so.
I know one of the ladies I had interviewed her, a month before, too, for a school paper thing, and I called her and emailed her, and then finally, the day that I could finally get a hold of her, I called her once, and then she called me back the next day during class. And I called her back during my break, and she had to call me back later. So then 10 minutes later, she called me back, and I said, I have to call you in 2 more hours.
Yeah, last year I had to wait, I think around 2 weeks for an interview. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guy I interviewed for my story, or one of them, he goes to my church, and I had set up a time with him to meet after church on Wednesday night, and then an hour before church he called me and said, I'm not going to be able to make it to church tonight, can we do the interview now on the phone? So I had to rush around to get all my questions together and stuff, and it was really kind of just an awkward moment because I was waiting for my questions to print off. So this class also helps you to be more prepared.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't done any phone interviews before this one, even though I did it last year too. But it's really different working on the phone with somebody, but it seems like you can still kind of get emotions. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I agree that Newsroom 101 helps you with your skills in dealing with people, which will help you in everyday life. Because if you don't learn how to deal with people in your life, you're not going to get very far in this world, because you have to deal with people you don't like or can't work well with in every day.